Hi, folks. I'm coming to you today to talk about Willem Petzer's video about the terrible things happening with the dogs on a certain highway. Maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't. I hope Willem doesn't mind me using his video. I've been subscribed to him for a long time. I like Willem very much. He's a good guy. So here we go. This is the video.
Robbers in Cape Town found a new tactic. They are now hanging live dogs from roadside wires along highways to lure compassionate motorists into stopping to help the animal, just so that they can ambush and attack them when it happens. Imagine driving along the highway and witnessing a dog next to the road being strangled and suffocated to death. You stop to help as the dog is entangled in the wire, only to be violently attacked by the criminals who had tortured the dog for the very purpose of baiting you into stopping. This is a
Okay, this is a horrible thing which does not even shock me anymore. But there's an important point to be made here about this issue. And if any Americans who might be seeing my videos and still don't believe that the South Africans are real refugees, pay close attention to what is being said here by Willem. And he's not mentioning the years and the thousands of dogs who've been poisoned by the Black South Africans that are targeting the white South Africans and others for home invasions, and they've got to get rid of the dogs, so they poison them. Can you imagine the terrible death these dogs have? And now this is the end. This is the worst thing that can happen. And I can't even look hardly at this picture of this poor innocent animal. But here we go.
now hanging dogs from concrete palisade walls that line parts of the roadway with bits of wire tightly wound around their neck, leaving them to dangle in the air and suffer for hours on end, hoping that such a distressing scene would prompt a motorist to stop, luring them into vulnerable situations where they could be hijacked or just robbed. This past Sunday, a motorist driving on the R300 near the N2 interchange reported seeing one dog hanging from a concrete wall with another trapped in its vicinity. The motorist, aware that this is a very dangerous and crime-ridden area, suspected a trap and did not stop to help the dogs. Luckily, when inspectors later responded, both dogs had sadly already died in the most horrendous fashion, mind you, from pain and suffocation. Sunday's episode is a clear symptom of a societal suffering from a complete and utter breakdown in morals. Caring for the well being of animals, or at least treating vulnerable animals with care, is one of the most basic aspects of humanity and just human dignity. If you look at the Bible, for example,
Okay, we don't need to look at the Bible to know this is the wrong thing. And I just want Americans or people over here that might be watching this and have anything to do with the refugees to think about what's going on here, that the majority back in South Africa are willing to torture dogs to get more victims on the road. This is satanic. This is just horrific. It's just the end. What can be worse than this? Let me find this picture. Oh, and then there's the story about the chickens, millions of chickens that were left to cannibalize each other. Animal cruelty is horrible in South Africa. Just awful. Here we go. There it is. And I am not a person who cries easily, but this would be it for me. I can't look at that. I just can't. Now, Americans, if you don't believe that South Africans are real refugees, think about what the lengths the people over there in Africa are willing to go to make other people their victims. The compassionate people who would stop to help a dog in this state. Now, I have seen what happens when people try to blame their shortcomings on others. And, well, it's happening all over. It happens in every aspect of my life. I see this. I see it in some South Africans that have come here. I see it in my own family. So you deflect what you're doing and your shortcomings by blaming others. And the jealousy and the hatred, can you imagine what some people would do to the victims in South Africa, the human victims, when they have this little care for the innocent animal life that they could be? Now, our dogs are our best companions in life. I know that some people won't agree with this. If there are Muslims listening to this, they have a special problem with the dogs. I don't understand it. I don't need to understand it. I just know it's wrong. And that's that. Our dogs are our best companions. They're innocent. And this is horrific, absolutely horrific. So if you have not believed that South Africans are true refugees and face this kind of violence, just look at how much further they've gone with these poor innocent animals. And look on my website, under the drop down, under the title of the website, there are stories. And it's only a small fraction of the stories about brutal inhumanity, brutal acts done to people. And how could they do this? I just can't imagine how people can be so brutal to each other. Now, I have to add that since this is the subject, I want to add once more about people wishing to bring their dogs and cats over. I really wish you would get them ready as much as you possibly can. I may not be completely accurate, but when you get over here, I believe 50% of apartments do allow dogs. And usually dogs in apartments must pay their own little bit of rent per month, which is ridiculous, but that's what I'm understanding. And 50% probably allow dogs, and 90 to maybe 95% allow cats. So with that in mind, I wish everyone would get their animals ready and have them taken care of to get them over as soon as possible. I care so much about the dogs and maybe even the cats. You know, I'm not much of a cat person. I'm a dog person, but I wish I had a property where I could accept your animals and hold on to them and take care of them until you're firmly settled in a place where you can have them. But I can't do that at the moment. But that would be a very good cause, in my opinion. They are our best friends in life, and they mean so much to us. Anyway, this is a very important video that Willem has made, and it amplifies what is happening back there. And I thank him for making it. And I'll talk to you later.